Uh, in the last class, you have learned how to place the foundations, right? The isolated footing and how to place column, how to place these beams, right? I think about placing the beam, I haven't showed you, right? About placing the beams and this,
No, sir. B must not,
right?
sir.
Beam and this slab also not showed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let me and I'll hide this HH. I'll hide it. Okay. So up to this we have covered, right? Now I will show you that how we can connect all these columns with beam. So for that, I'll go to that particular level where I will place the beam. So I'll go to the plinth level and here I will place the beam, and for that I will choose the right type. Okay. So if you have the correct type, so you can just choose it. So suppose this 300 by 600 or 600 by 400. So you have to know what is the column size, right? So the column size is 600 by 600. Okay. So for that, I'll go this beam that is 600 by 400. Okay. I'll connect this beam and the placement plane is level plinth level. Okay. And here you can mention the structural usage. Okay. So right now it's automatic. All right. And you can connect with this chain if you want to continue making it, or else if it is not needed to make chain, so you can uncheck this chain option. Okay. So now let me place on grids, and I will select these grids. Now on these grids, all these pins are placed. Okay, as you can see, right? And click on finish, cancel. So here we have placed all these pins. Okay, this is very simple to create. All right, I hope you understand. And what is the length of this beam? The length is 5193. Okay. Uh, Now let me go to the sprint level again, and I will connect this beam here like this way. One by one I can place it like this way. But here I can see, right, this you are not getting the proper point. So you can highlight the midpoint. If you are getting the midpoint, you can connect the midpoint. Okay, you can connect till the midpoint like this way. And again, you can find out this point here, or else what you can do, you can again find out the midpoint and you can start placing with the midpoint from this midpoint to another midpoint, so on. Midpoint to midpoint, you can connect. midpoint to midpoint you can connect. Okay. And after that, you can right click and disallow join, and right click and disallow join, and then you can drag it till this point. So all right, so we will change it later. Now let me place all the slabs. Okay, so for placing all the slabs, I'll go this structural foundation slab. Go to the plinth level, and here I have this pick support option. I will pick these supports, and after that I will press escape, and then I will select these till this edge. I'll drag it till this edge. I'll drag till this edge. All right. So within this creation, you can create more, but it is not suggested to create more profiles within a single creation, because if you create more slabs within a single creation, so you'll not get the proper volume of a slab and proper properties of the slab. Okay, so always create just one at a time, and then go for finish. Right, so that is created here, as you can see. And if your slab size are same, so you can just simply go for copy. You can just simply copy it. But here we have different sizes, so I have to create, go for this structural foundation slab. I'll go with this fixed support. I have these supports, and after this press escape twice and drag it till here. Click on finish, then go for slab, fixed support, escape, and then drag it till the edge. Okay, so this way we will create. Right, so it was already created this way. Right, so it was already created. So this way we will create. Okay,
Sir, can we not create at a time
yeah,
because the
I'm going to
whole
show you that. I'm going to show you that.
okay.
And for this, I have selected the bottom edge. Suppose you have selected this like this, and you have, if you have created like this. Okay, so for that, here you can see that the level is changed. So I just have to change the level. I can fix it. Okay, so now let me go to this plinth level again. And for creating the BIM, like multiple number of beam, and you can place it parallel only. So for that we have this BIM system. Okay, so you can create a BIM layout where you can control the number of BIMs, and those beams will be placed parallelly only. Okay, so go for this BIM system, and then you have to define the boundary line. Before that, you have to fix what is the BIM type. Okay, so this is the BIM type, and suppose if you don't get the BIM type properly, so go to that BIM option and there you have to create it, and then you will find it here. Okay, and the justification is center, so center wise it will be placed, and you have to provide the distance for layout. And let me measure what is the gap here. So this is the gap, but for here there is a different gap, right? So I cannot place with this BIM system. For that I need a specific or same gap, okay, where I can place it. Let me make it equal. So here you can see that I have moved the grids, and accordingly all these structure elements has been moved. So this is so intelligent, right? It saves the reworks. Now I can place, go to structure, go to BIM system, and I will draw the boundary line. So right now I know the distance. What is the distance? Let me check the distance from this. 3468.3 is the distance. 3467 is the distance. Okay, 3467 is the distance. So here I will specify with this maximum spacing, and there I will provide 3467. Okay, 3467, and then I will draw the boundary. Right here I can go with this pick support option. If I have the BIM and all, or any support if I have, I can go with the pick support. And now let me go with this pick line. So this is the line. This is one line. This is one line, and this is one line. Now let me trim it. Pick line, let me select this grid line, and let's go for trim. Okay, so this is the boundary. So from here, it will place uh, at this spacing. Okay, so these two will be placed from the boundary, and as because this is the BIM direction, so in this direction only it will be placed parallel. Okay, so now let me show you that these two BIMs are placed, and now I want to place the four number of BIMs, right? So for that, I need to go with this edit boundary again, and I have to provide this this same distance here also again. So uh, let me go for equal symbol, and here I will go for 2, right? Like this. Okay, and the layout rule is maximum spacing, and the spacing is 3467. So from this edge it will place another BIM at this 3467, another BIM 3467, and this way it will place parallelly. Okay, click on finish and there you can see. All right. So if you want to place like this, you have to draw this. And later, if you want to change this beam, okay. So for that, what you can do, you can just go for this split element. You can split it, right? You can split it, but for that you have to remove the BIM system. Okay, these all BIMs are under this system, so you have to just remove the BIM system, and now you can individually edit. So now let's go for split, and here I can split it. Let me split it here also. All right, like this I can split. So this I will delete it. Can drag it till here, or else while splitting it, I have done the mistake. Let me split it again. Go for split. I'll click on this delete inner segment. I have to select here and I'm not getting it. So I'll go this wireframe. Okay, as because this selected as this here and here, let me click on none, the view template, so that I can change it from here. Go this wireframe. Let me split it here. Okay, so this is in two part and that the inner segment is deleted. To place this BIM, what you can do is you can go to this architecture, go for model line. From this point to this point, you can draw a line. And then you can go for the BIM structure, BIM, and there you can get the endpoint of this line. And then there you will get the endpoint of this line, or else is SE is the endpoint. Here is the endpoint. Yeah. So here is the endpoint. So you can just place it like that. Okay. And you can go for modify to align it. Yes, sir. We will fix it. Fine. And if you make it a continuous beam, so what will happen? It will clash with your column. So that is not needed. We will not have a clash within our model. Otherwise, we have to fix it again while checking the clashes in Naviswork or in BIM 360. We have to delete or we have to remodel it. So better always go with the free clash model while you are modeling it. So for this, because of this, I'm not getting the proper alignment here. Uh, Let me delete all these. Okay. Let me delete these. Select all instances in entire project. Let me delete. Let me delete. And for this columns also, let me go for delete. Okay. And now I'll go to the structure column, and rather than placing on add grids, I will place it by manually. Okay. So that I can align it as per the grid. Let me just show you for these four. And now let me check the dimension from here. That is 600. Okay. And from here to it's with 309.2 is not properly aligned. So let me select it and let me select this. So now it is properly aligned. Okay, as you can see. Now again, let me select this grid, and there is a center line for this column, and let me select it. Now this is properly aligned, and do the same for here. Select this grid and then select this center line for this column that is properly aligned, and select this grid and then select this center line. Now it is properly aligned. Okay, so we have to do it even after creating for creating with the add grid options. Okay, so we have to do it like this. And after that, uh, let me check just where it is placed. The base should be plinth level. Base should be foundation level. Okay. And now let me go to the structure again. And now let me go this footings. Well, so we can place the footings later. Let me go with this beam, and let me connect this beam over there. So from this point to this point. And now you can see that these beams are properly connected here, where it will be placed at plinth level. Okay, so this is aligned with these sides. All right. So this way we will align it and we will fix it. Fine. अवधूत, तुम्हारा कैमरा ऑन है? Now let me show you that if I create any wall foundation, so for that I have this wall foundation, and for any foundation wall, I have this bearing footing, and for any retaining wall, I have this retaining footing. Okay, so purpose is different. If you go for this bearing footing, you can see this is the usage. You can change this to also to retaining. Now let me go with this structural wall, and
सर
there I will select yes.
सर निखिल वो दूसरे साइड से बीम नहीं बनेगा ना?
दूसरी साइड से भी बनेगा, ठीक है, दूसरी साइड से भी बनेगा। इस तरफ से ये सर टिल्ट है, तो ये भी इस साइड के साथ ये अलाइन नहीं हुआ है। कि तो ये कोई एक पर्टिकुलर साइड के साथ अलाइन हो रहा है, बाकी अलाइनमेंट में एज पर दिस ग्रिड लेआउट ये परपेंडिकुलर, मैंने शायद परपेंडिकुलर नहीं बनाया था, तो मुझे ये परपेंडिकुलर बनाना चाहिए। Let me go with this modify and let me go with this angular dimension. So इसके साथ ये देख सकते हो परपेंडिकुलर नहीं बनाया था। इसको सिलेक्ट करेंगे, इसको सिलेक्ट करने के बाद इस साइड को 90 डिग्री, तो ये परपेंडिकुलर हो गया अभी, ठीक है। और सेम इसके लिए भी ऐसा ही करेंगे, तो मैं यहाँ पे प्लेस करके बता देता हूँ। तो स्ट्रक्चर, गो फॉर बिम, और यहाँ से यहाँ पे, ठीक है, ऐसे बना लेंगे। क्या बता।
यस सर।
ओके, तो हाँ मैं फाउंडेशन वॉल के लिए दिखा रहा था। गो टू structural wall, not this. Go to structural wall and then choose this, either this foundation wall or any kind of foundation wall. I'll select. Now let me create it. I'll create it outside there. Okay. And after that, I will go with the structure tab. There I have this foundation wall, a wall foundation, and I'll choose this bearing footing. And what will be the type? You can select and go to edit type. If you want to change this width and foundation thickness, create a duplicate one and change and create a new one. Now I'll show you that how we can create the wall foundation or the foundation. So I'll just select the wall and it will be created. This is very simple. Now let me show you. Here it is created. Okay, here it is created. Now let me show you that if you want to create steps for your wall, so what you can do, you can go for edit profile. Now let me give it a offset like 3000. We get 3000 from both side. Okay, and then 350 for the bottom direction. Let me go this minus 350 so it goes down. Yeah, so 350. Okay, and I will again provide, but for that let me first trim. Okay, like this I will create. So I think for this I have to go with the trim option, and this will be trimmed, and then I have to split this element. So let's split this and split it here. Okay, and then I will trim it. Now let me go with this pick line again, and then let me provide 2000 as offset. Pick this vertical line. Let me go with this minus, with this tab here, and select this vertical line. And here I will provide 600 as the offset. And then go for trim. And then go for split element. Split that horizontal line. So press tab. Okay. And you can trim it. Trim this part. So this is the profile you have created. And now you can see that bottom of your wall, the foundation is continuous. Now let me finish. And now you can see that as per the wall, your foundation get adjusted. Okay, so you can create a step footing with this wall foundation. Okay, so I hope you understand till now. And we have this floor also. So structural, you can go to print level, and there you can create. So if you have any support, you can go with the support. If you have walls, you can go with the walls. If you have any drawing option, so you can go with the drawing option. And then go for finish and make sure that is placed perfectly on the current level. and go for finish, and that is the floor. Okay, that is the floor which you have created. So you can either uh, so for your foundation you will go with the slab. Okay, and for this floor or for upper upper levels you will create floor. Okay, you will create floor, and for the foundation like raft foundation you will create with the slab, right? So I hope you understand till now, and start creating your substructures, and you will be linking it within your architectural model. Okay, all right, so this is all for today. Let me know if you have any doubt. Let's discuss about your question and answer.